Spiritually Rogue podcast, weekly with Braxton and April Roane. When the world goes crazy, it's time to go rogue. Sundays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going where we've never gone before, and we're taking you with us.
Oh my God!
Let's go rogue.
3, 2,
Incoming!
1, 0.
We're on a mission from God.
Put your ear to the speaker.
Crank it up. It'll knock your socks off. And now, this.
Oh my goodness. So this is pretty cool. I have been doing this event. I've been pushing it out there for the last few weeks, channeling Gabriel live, and let's see if this is working. Yes, there's Debbie. Okay, we were all supposed to go through the website, and I had everybody there at Spirit Posse TV, and when Spirit says to go live, to be public, I thought, okay, we'll just put it through the website. And no, Gabriel literally meant live, public, right here on Facebook, because that's where you will reach the most. So I welcome all of you to an evening that has been requested for a while. And I kept getting the signs, the messages. Literally a few days was a period where I kept receiving the name Gabriel, from the store clerk to the gas station attendant to in my dreams. And so when you get patterns, when you see constant repetitive messages, that is Spirit saying, I am talking directly to you. And so each of you know that I have been holding space for Spirit that I know of for the last decade, and I have been channeling loved ones and guides and pets, and the last week and a half, I received the message to go live and hold space to channel the Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is the Gabriel known as the female angel that came to Mary to let her know that she will be giving birth to the Son of God. And Gabriel is also known to have taken male form and show up in several other places in the Bible. Gabriel is also known to be found in ancient Jewish texts. The word name Gabriel in Hebrew actually means strength of God. God is my strength. And Gabriel is also the angel known to have gifted the Quran to Muhammad. So when we are coming together this evening, it is because each of us have been called, and each of us have received the calling. Each of us have received the message. We are each connected to this divine change that is flowing, that has been flowing, that has been unfolding and overflowing this year in particular, more than it has, because the consciousness of humanity is being resuscitated at this time. And if you are watching this video, you have been called. And so I am honored to take my spiritual abilities. One of my posts earlier was a little joke about always being in detention in school for talking too much. But I do believe that sometimes our biggest weaknesses become our biggest strengths, our biggest abilities. And this evening, I'm going to be using one of those abilities, or my spiritual ability to hold space for spirit, to hold space specifically for Archangel Gabriel. You have to go in with your father. So if your father is watching at this moment, could you please come get your little child? So I want to thank each of you for answering the call. Each of you actually have been answering this call for a very long time. Each of us have been activating in our awareness for quite a while. Most of us are like, what's going on? I'm aware I've got the gift. And we've been doing this for probably since our first hiccup in our mother's womb. And this is because each of you are part of this shift. Each of you are part of this awareness. And as much as many of you may say, bull-ish, this is going to be a message this evening where we are not going to be able to ignore the calling of the shift of this consciousness, because it is necessary. And as you know, Gabriel has stepped forth in history, and Gabriel has embodied both female and male beings' energy to deliver a message as it was supposed to be intended to be received. Angels are neither female, male. They are also non-binary, because all of those reflect the label, and angels are of none. Angels are of God. Angels are of light, and in the light, anything separated does not exist. So I thought, my goodness, I'm going to be channeling. Wow, I first thought the trans angel, and then I thought they're all, and then I heard in my shower earlier, we are of no label. We only come forward as male or female to deliver the message as intended. And as you guys know, I do always get served by God. So this evening, I'm going to hold that space. We are going to go into breathing, because breathing, the breath is God. The breath is higher power. The breath is source. The breath is unlimited life energy flowing to us, through us automatically, which means we are never alone, which means source, higher power, universe, Allah, whatever that label is that you have created, so that you can feel more aligned with your source, is flowing to you and through you at all moments of each day. And when we pass, we no longer need to breathe, because we are home. In fact, if you chant Om and add an H, that is all it is. Home. Take a deep breath with me in through your nose. And exhale. Completely exhale. Angels are arriving, because I've just seen a lot of peripheral lights. Take another breath. Breathe in. Hold that space. Hold that space for yourself. Open your mouth and slowly exhale. Exhale. Give yourself this evening permission to receive and to let go, to breathe in, to receive, to hold, and exhale, let go of all that no longer serves you. Take one last breath. Breathe in through your nose. Hold that breath. This evening, we each are connected in this breath, no matter where it is. We think we exist. Open your mouth and let it go. If you are here this evening and you are prepared to receive happy, joyful, really amazing messages, this may not be the video for you this evening. I do feel each of us are going to be served a little bit, because there are a lot of things that are coming with 2020, which is the year of blessings. 2018, year of transformation. Many of us pushed outside of our comfort zones. 2019, year of authenticity. Each of us gifted opportunities to align with our best, highest, most authentic self. Has this been easy? No, but those who cannot make it won't, have not, and those that are making it are watching this video at this time. Why? Because it is time you have been called to step forward to evolve a level of consciousness of humanity that is growing, evolving, pushing forward into energy unknown, untapped into, because it is time to have a complete revolutionary awakening. An awareness of this awakening, an awareness. It is time to have an awareness of this awakening. It's time to realize that each of us have received this call. No one is more and no one less than. Each of us equally have been called to step into our light, because that light is the only energy that continues to allow humanity to evolve. Evolution is life, and life revolves around change. It is change. It includes change. Life is because of change. And this gateway, this doorway of energy between December 26th and January 2nd of 2020 is here literally as a spiritual car wash for our soul. It is time that we let go and allow this energy divinely that is stepping in this evening, none other than known as the divine Archangel Gabriel, to step in and instruct, destruct, and heal and align and inspire us. This gateway of energy is here to cleanse off the old, masked, caked, mudded pieces of us that we've been holding onto for so many years, so many lifetimes. And so many of us are clinging to those pieces because we keep thinking somehow they're going to be there to continue to protect us. But with each breath, those pieces are dissolving little by little by little, because you are supposed to shine. You are supposed to shine. You are supposed to love. You are supposed to be loved. And each of you in so many ways have forgotten this. In fact, if you are watching this video, you are of the highest. You are of the strongest. You are of the most high. So you are here to receive your blessings. You are here to own it. As I say, if you lick it, it is yours. If you see it, it is yours. And this year, the year of authenticity, you have done none other than see all of your awareness, all of your abilities. And do not be shy. Do not be afraid. Do not be scared, because you are breathing, and that breath is God. And that means we are actively connected, infused, recharged, revived. Especially through this evening, there will be a massive energy shift. You will feel it, you will receive it, and it will change you and your unfolding forever. And you will remember the seeds that are being planted because you asked to come forth to receive them. Some of you are crying at this time because those are the fragments of that shell that are being dissolved at this time, because you are the light, and all of those cracks are where your light was supposed to get out. And the year of blessings is here because it is time that you shine. So let's take one last breath and really breathe in this energy. This is faith. This is trust. This is where we go, okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's breathe in this energy that says it connects us. Feel that, to be open to whatever is here to transform us this evening. Open your mouth and exhale, allowing the universe to take away, receive, remove anything that does not serve you, anything that hides you, anything that holds you heavy. Because 2020 is the year of blessings, and we have not gone through this work to not receive. And that means that when we ask for love, when we ask for success, which is no more than complete alignment, we must be willing to receive what we have been craving and desiring for centuries. If you want love, you better make sure that you are a recipient of it. So at this time, I am going to call on all of our own guides. We each have them. Enough is enough with the I don't know who they are. I don't know what their name is, where they come from. They're Celtic, they're German, they're Jew. Who cares? You have a divine team that will not leave you. They lick you. You are theirs. I call on them at this time. I call on all beings of the highest truth, the highest light, and the highest love. I call on the ascended masters, specifically Jesus, the Christ consciousness, and I call on Saint Jude, one of Jesus's best friends. I ask that you use that privilege now in Jesus's name to align each of us, all ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, David, Martin Luther, the church in Texas that just had a gunman enter the church. There was an older gentleman attending church that happened to have a legal gun. And this individual happened to have worked at a target range, and Spirit put him there at that moment, at that time. That is our divine message. That is one of many this year that we have witnessed. That is God in action. This is proof we are placed. We are here to go the distance because we are the distance. We are the journey. I call on all angels, beings of the highest light, of galactic light. I call on all archangels, the collective consciousness, our loved ones, beings of the Most High. I ask that you are with each of us this evening and allow each of us to receive your presence. I ask that each of us are able to align with and comprehend all that is needed. At this time, I give you permission, especially Archangel Gabriel, to merge with me at this time. Using any form of spiritual communication necessary of the highest Christ light, I pray that this message of peace, of hope, of truth, of light, and of divine healing that is taking place at this time through this transmission, I pray that it reaches each and every living being. I pray for messages of healing, miracles of love and light for all living beings at this time. With much gratitude for this space, for this time, with much gratitude for all that we have so very much forgotten is present. Amen. All right. So I ask each of you, if you have notebooks, if you have digital recorders, if you want to record, if you have pen and paper, get it out because you might be inspired. I can't see all you guys because, as you know, I squint. I feel like I'm Stevie Wonder when I go into channeling, but you guys are my spiritual romper room. You are my spirit posse. I love even Paul Dixon. Hello, my loves, Becky Evans. This is my spirit posse, each of you, and I'm talking global. I'm seeing people from Florida, California, over the pond, England, UK, Germany. I'm telling you guys, when an angel says you better sit it, it is time, and so shall it be. I'm going to take a quick swig of water. You being present actually gives me energy, so I appreciate you being here. I am pretty excited about this. I probably won't remember most of it when it's done, so I am going to rely on this video. If any of you have abilities to take Facebook videos to save them, I would love to know how, because I was booted off my website. Evidently, again, Gabriel wanted this to be out there. So, alrighty, I'm going to take a few breaths. If I cry, You please forgive me. I'm good. Do not be alarmed. It's all good. You guys know that I roll with energy and that's all I feel. You know, that's the empath. And that is a blessing, especially tonight shows you why. How powerful it is to be present, to be in front of each of you this evening. How beautiful it is to hold this space, this precious gift we call attention, and to be so powerfully connected to each of you. You cannot walk away from your power at this time. This is a time of great deliverance. This is a time of great becoming. This is a time that so many of us have rejoiced and rejoiced and rejoiced in for centuries upon centuries of unfolding, and it is a time that each of you have planned to come forth. It is a time of divine alignment. Beyond alignment, it is a time of complete supreme being, of nothing more than clear being. It is a time where you came forth to press forward through the flames that have so burnt so many illusions. It is time to go through the debris. It is time. I am here to remind you in the golden light that I bring forth, in the trumpet that I do not fear to hide. It is time that you step forward into your light, because this debris has given birth to each of you in a way that you have asked for, in a way that only you can have experienced in human form. It is time where the divine creator steps through in the expression of you, and it is time that you no longer hide behind that which you call fear. This is a time, dear one, not ones. This is a time, dear one, that fear is coming forth. This is a time where we are reminded of whose we are. This is a time to be reminded of the tribe you call Quest. This is a time to be reminded of your so-called spirit posse. It is nothing more than a group of beings, a group of life, a vein of source that chose to come through with the blood of God in action to show what love is. You have come forth, as Marianne Williamson says in her following, in her work, in her charity. It's the same work that is being done in your so-called Abraham. It is the same work that is being done through so many of you being called to practice energetic healing, called Reiki energetic healing, called different modality practices of alignment. You are being called. This is the energy. This is the energy. You are the energy. You are the hope. And the being of all, of life everlasting, flows through only vessels of hope. My job is to come forth to always remind those that are the candle holders, the candle bearers of hope, to do their alignment, to do their powerful reckoning, your powerful unfolding, your powerful becoming. The questions you are asking are no more than the powerful levels where you are going beyond where you've been before. Question them. Children of the light, question them. Keep questioning them. As you question, you desire and summon the highest of us. And we are able to come forward like liquid gold flowing in through your veins. Do you understand? One vein connected. God is you. God is looking through your eyes at this moment. God is your breath. God is your children. God is your inspiration. God is your heartbeat. You are the reason there is life. And I come forward with my ability to remind you so clearly. Your light is needed now. Your light is needed now, for there is dark energy. It is only fear that is it. It is the fear of your power. It is the fear of losing your control. You don't understand, dear ones. You cannot lose control when you are connected to the divine, and you are no more than these shiny ones. You are not imperfect. You do not understand this perfect imperfected shit. Did Archangel Gabriel just say the word shit? Give me a moment. I'm going to collect myself. I think that just threw me off a little bit. Plus, I'm getting a little feelings rolling out of my eyes. Give me a moment to sip if you can. Are you guys good? Can I check in with you? I'm a little shaky. I think I want to go into maybe a few questions. Give me a moment. I was told not to put eyeliner on, but when I channel, I squish my eyes. So, all right, guys, give me some questions, because I am going to go back in and allow Gabriel to continue. There was a lot of emotion, and it was very hard for me because I could hear my voice raising, and I felt it was powerful. So that was a lot, and so I'm going to go back in, and I just want each of us, again, please, just to share a breath. Take a breath with me. Exhale. The holders of light, the candle holders of light. So many of you are so afraid to see the power and the brightness of your light. And the truth is, from the beginning of energy, from the very first spark, from the moment of true evolution, a true evolutionary process, an unfolding of a period of time before there was time, there was love, and of love there became a need, because of love there became lots of desires, and because of desire there became the need to be creative, and to be creative there became the need to be vulnerable, and became a vulnerability. Because of vulnerability there became the need for fear. Because of vulnerability, the gift of vulnerability, because of love, there became the need for fear. But that is my job. I am Gabriel, and I bring messages of truth. I bring messages of hope, and I bring messages of light, dear one, because there is nothing that is fear-based. Where love exists, there is nothing but love. There has never been more than love, and there has never been more than love needed at this time. You are not here because you are ill-equipped. You are not here because you are broken, and you are not here because you are not strong. You are here because you planned this, each other connected divinely, coming in as the masses. You are the light coming through in each of your callings. Teachers, you are needed now more than ever to teach. Despite your financial abundance or that which you call loss, where is your faith? Do you not know that Raphael brings nothing more than abundance the minute you breathe and face the sunshine every day, the minute you walk forth every morning and every evening into slumber? Do you not understand that you are guarded and you are guided and you are cared for? The more you create, the more you will open. The more you will open, the more there will be abundance. But do you understand that you are also here because you are growing, you are evolving? There is a need for evolution. There is a need for humanity to go beyond where they have been before, and that is you. You are the key. You are the key that starts that ignition. I am here to get that engine going. I am here, as I have always been here, to bring that engine into play. I am always here when I drop the message that God is ready to perform in ways that He is never, that she is never, that God, because God is not one of label. God does not become contained. You are not beings of containment, and it is time that you separate from your fear, because you have not been created in, you have not been created for, and you never have been ever created of fear. You have been fearless. You have fought fearlessly. You have come forth because you are fearless and fragile. And you are vulnerable, and that vulnerability is needed. You are the breath of life. So many great beings have come forth as an answer to your desires as you continue to grow. So many great ones have come forward. In my name, in their name, in our name, in His name, in names that don't exist because they were created of fear. And then there were great ones that came forth just with passion, full of fear because the world would not receive them. But yet there was a light in them that they knew they could not put out. And because of that light, they kept going, and they went, and they went, and they went, and they brought forth their light. And because of that, despite their fears, they changed the consciousness of humanity. And now those great beings are flowing into this experience. Those great beings are flowing in through each of you and your callings. It isn't just teachers that are being called to stand ground. It isn't artists. It isn't musicians. It's not just poets or writers or authors or singers or homebodies. It is all. All of us have been asked to step away from the fear. It is a time of great celebration. The wings of God in every expression, in male and female and non-binary, and every label that you, humanity, chooses to create. God is ever flowing and unfolding and forever. Simply higher power is love. Your energy, your breath is no more than love. That is it. And as long as it is flowing through you, you are gifted. You are gifted. Each of you have the ability. Each of you have the voice. Each of you have the heart, because so many times you have been face to face with your fear. Do you not understand? Fear is the very thing that the world and the levels of darkness use to constantly confuse you because you are vulnerable. Anytime there is vulnerability, it simply means you are about to shift gears. Go forward, dear ones. It is time. We are traveling together. These gears are old and they are breaking off. And it is time that I come to remind you on a larger level, because the masses are activating. You are the masses, and it is time for you to take this breath and use it. It is time for you to stand tall and toot your horn and to shine. You are supported and guarded by the Most High. I stand directly with you, as does Michael, as does Raphael. I ask that you call on Uriel. I ask that you call on Metatron. I ask that you call on Melchizedek, and I ask that you call on Haniel. I ask that we call on Jophiel, and I ask that we call on Shemuel. I ask that we call on Zadkiel. I ask that we call on Farael. Ariel. Names that mean so little to you, but to us. They are names that you use to summon your greatest strength. We are no more than those beings of light that are here to keep you strong. And we do not leave that which we are. Do not be afraid because you feel small. Be strong because you are large. You are wise. You are perfect in the eyes of your Creator. So much so that your Creator needs an amount of love pulsing through the veins of humanity, the air we breathe, through every molecule. Life needs to flow. You are that hope. You are that flow. I'm glad he opened the door, because I wanted to check to make sure we were still live in the event it went off, and I would be going for 2 hours with a blank screen. Don't laugh. That happened in our class the other night. How are each of you doing? Are you still watching? Are you good?
Oh, I don't have to watch.
You hear me?
I'm sure the neighbors can
I don't hear
too.
anything, and I'm so sorry. He goes, the neighbors can hear you. I am really even. I want to, again, just jump in and thank each of you for watching. I've not ever been blessed and gifted to hold this space, to channel live. And tonight, this is, in a way, as this evening, to hold space for Archangel Gabriel. I want to go back and watch this, because when I channel, I simply hold space, and I'm not always there. I kind of roll with the flow. I do know I feel like my voice is going, so give me a moment. I'm going to drink more water. All right, so, okay. I love you guys. You have no idea. You know, in this experience is a human being that chose to be female. And, you know, I do this work, and it is not always clear. And sometimes I think so many of us have callings. You know, we want to roll into different careers, or we are literally called into spiritual roles. And, you know, I think we have to understand that we are not winging it, but I do believe so many of us have come forth to press through, and we have to, well, let me just go back into channeling. That's exactly how I feel. All right, guys. So I am just going to go back in. Truth sometimes stands in the corner, and sometimes the truth will mock us, sometimes the truth will call us. And when it calls us, we will turn and we will look at the truth. And in that moment, every shred of fear will show up to remind us that the truth is not ours, that we must look away. Your truth, your happiness, the very things that you ask each of us for at night, each of you, we hear so clearly. Each of you, there are tears, some of you do not cry. There are questions, some of you are so afraid to even question. Do you understand that we can go to the depths of your fears? Do you understand that is what we battle every day? Fear does not scare, flow. That is love. Because fear is not directly a flow of love. Fear is a catalyst that creates vulnerability, and there is nothing more fragile and more perfect of the human being than your vulnerability. Your vulnerability is the beginning of all that you came here to be. Each of you have grown beyond so much that you have no comprehension that you have already grown past. And that is the space of new beginnings, the space of this gateway going into this new linear energy you call time, this energy you call a new year. This energy is nothing more than new. This energy is nothing more than a safety net to receive you. You are jumping from fear, but you are letting it go. It is a celebratory process. Give time and space to your soul. Give yourself the allowance to receive and embrace all that you have grown from, all that has grown you. And arrive at this space of truth, hope, and love, knowing that you are as clear and as clean and as perfect as you are. There is one word that you use that we do not use, that there is no vibrational use for. That word is expectation. 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 When you are flowing in the energy of love, there is just a letting go. That is what the word faith means. You are not out of the flow, you are the flow. You cannot flow with love, you are the love. When you realize that you are connected to a stream that is here to constantly keep you going, you are protected and divine. You are held in the Most High, and that is why so many of you are afraid. What is that Most High? What is that unseen? We have gone through so much pain, you say. We have lost so much, you say. But we cannot get you to celebrate that which you have created, that which you have arrived at, that which you have done. We cannot get you to celebrate enough. And you do. You celebrate with your liquors and your treats and your sweets and your avoidance. You keep celebrating because you are afraid. You are afraid that you're going to lose something. There's nothing that you can lose but fear. That is the only thing that you will ever come up against, and the only way to allow this stream to hold you is to Ease into your vulnerability. What is that? What is vulnerability? That's where we come in. That is where we hold you. That is where we breathe life into you. That is where you allow this flow to lift each of you one at a time. Breathe with us as we infuse you with this light of life. Breathe in, each of you with lungs, each of you with body, each of you with flow, with blood, eternal blood flowing through your veins. Your veins are pumping DNA, spiritual DNA that is at your spiritual DNA. That is at your service, because you are here of the service of the Most High, which is yourself. You have an awareness now where you can receive that. So many centuries, lone walkers of the light have come forth in the darkest of places. And some of you scream and cry, thinking you are in those darkest of places. But let me say, we have you. We have you. This year of blessings is coming upon us. We are prepared. We are placed in so many places around your globe. This globe of Mother Earth that is one of the main veins of the highest light is requiring extra doses of love, is requiring extra attention to compassion. It is time to bring it home. It is time to bring it home. It is time to bring it home inside to the most beautiful unfolding in yourself. The year of blessings is bringing you what you have been asking for. It is coming. It is aligning. It is time because there are those of you that have needed an extra lift. And it is time because those of you have asked. And it is time that there are those of you that still need proof that there is a God. And because there is a God, and because you are of God, and because there is love, you will get exactly what you are asking for. And so we ask you to please do what we are asking you to do as you are in your human form. And as you have asked us to come forth to remind you, this is time where you breathe us in, you breathe us in, you allow us to sit you. It is time where you sit silent, where you receive the energy needed to keep you going. You cannot play and create unless you know what is driving you, and you have changed. You have evolved, you've grown, you have done what we call transform. It is the most beautiful thing to see, not just one or two lights. You don't understand. It is a lifting. Your earth is glowing. It is not afraid. It is not dark. Do not be disillusioned. This is a time of this is a time of great golden infused light that is in your air, within the molecules you are breathing in. Do not look at the toxicity. The toxicity pulls you away. The toxicity whispers to distract you. I am here to remind you of the song that is flowing in from the above and the below and the within. There is a song of truth that is flowing in as the year of blessings comes to each of us. It is time that we receive. It is time that we stay open. And it is time that we trust. Trust the light that you are and receive, prepared to receive so very much, but be prepared to use what you receive to lift others. We are here to lift each other one at a time. And as we evolve individually, we lift all. We are an all because we are a one. And as we work through this alignment, this unfolding of truth, hope, and light, you will see that there is no need for labels as there can be no need for labels, as there is no need for labels in love. We gift you at this time extra truth. Over the next few weeks, a space of time, literally in our linear energy, it seems and feels to be precisely the next 63 days, you will be gifted additional vibrations and energy of alignment. Use them. Use them. Receive them. Do not question why. Question how. What can you do? How can you celebrate this new energy in life? We thank you for this space. Thank you for allowing all of us to come forth at this time, this energy of nothing but strength, this energy of nothing but truth, and this energy of nothing but light. I thank you for allowing me to come forward, to ignite your soul once again and bring life into the everlasting, into the hope that is you. Okay, guys, so I know some of you are like, what the hell am I watching? I am a channel, and if you go to the beginning of this recording or this video, I have been inspired to hold space for Archangel Gabriel this evening, and evidently a few other beings, because I felt there were a few other energies that showed up as well. I hope that you each receive what it is you were supposed to receive. I hope that I know you understood exactly what it was that needed to come through. I have full faith in each of you because we do share this one breath. You know, whether you are in the paranormal field or you know me from Casadega or you went to high school with me, guys, there's nothing but truth, hope, and love happening right now because of you. So I just wish each of you continue to align with your movement within and to continue to be a part of this spirit posse because it is beautiful. And I need to thank you for allowing me to come into your beautiful sacred space this evening and channel this energy. I am very shaky. I'm going to drink some water and I'm going to close down with a prayer. I just want to thank each of us and our souls, our brave souls. So many of us have done this before in so many lifetimes. When I say old soul, I mean even on the other side, this awareness is beautiful and powerful because, again, it is global. I want to thank the beautiful, vulnerable parts of you for coming forward this year alone in ways you've never before. Don't give up. I ask all archangels at this time. I call on all beings of the highest truth, love, and light, ascended masters, collective consciousness, and our loved ones. Continue to surround each of us with your divine light, love, and protection. Align us with our alignment. We give you permission. We give ourselves permission to receive. It is time. With much gratitude again for the space and time, I send each of you nothing but love. I am cheering you on, and I am, as always, your biggest cheerleader. All right, guys, you guys have a great night. You can always go back and watch this. I would say share it. Just put a disclaimer that she gets a little emotional. Shine on. Bye.
Thank you for coming to our show, and good night.
Woo, doggy!
On to the next quest.
Get out of here!
Spiritually Rogue Podcast. New world, new ways, new life. Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Central. SpirituallyRogue.com.
Over now!
Get up now. Come on. Yeah.
Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.